Okay, we just got in the shop one of these Zelinksy Z-Glide Voces. Very cool guitar. Lots of weird random features. So let's walk through those and then we'll give it a strum or two. Okay, this is the Zelinksy Z-Glide Voce. Killer guitar, beautiful flame top. Really nice little stamping here on the tailpiece. This one is a little bit used, so you can see some wear on the metal, but don't discredit that at all. Beautiful countersunk knobs on the top. And an input jack. Now here's one random thing that I actually really like. So this one is not one of the flush mount jacks that Ibanez uses. The flush mount barrel jacks kind of go bad a lot. So the fact that they put something like it here where you can actually swap it out for a switchcraft or something, big high five on that. That's a lot of really good design. Let's keep going. Okay, here's the headstock. Cool truss rod cover. Zelinksy, this looks to be, oh yeah, nice. So the logo is some kind of aluminum sticker, but they did finish over it. That's pretty good. You just feel a slight bump through the finish, but that's not too bad. That's silk screened on. Nice locking tuners. Zelinksy DBZ signature there. And then this is really what makes this thing shine. The laser etching onto the back. This is supposed to be a way to cut down on friction. So it feels nice. You know, it looks crazy, but it feels more comfortable than you would expect, considering kind of how innovative it is. Really nice deep cuts on the side. I don't know if you've seen this in person. This thing is paper thin. It reminds me of some of the S series Ibanez guitars. And they have the 9-volt easy access pocket there, which is nice. And I really do like, you know, if you're going to have that much to kind of pack into a small spot, I like the symmetrical plates. That's kind of cool. They also have another plate up here, and all of the plastic matches pretty well with the front. I do give them points for that. This is a glue-in neck. This one's been here for a while, so you can just start to see some of the clear lifting right there. Okay, on further inspection, it looks like this maple is actually the entire same piece. So they actually kept this and masked the binding off, but that is the entire maple top, which is rad. So right here, just a little hint, you can see that the flame on the top matches the binding. So very nice. And that makes it a really thick top, half-inch top, maybe a little bit more that they're carving down. So very, very cool, wonderful job. You can notice that they have some kind of wiring here, so I don't know which piezo company is doing it, but they have piezo saddles. Very cool, should provide some nice tone options. Pretty decent fret work, a lot of fret life still left on these. Bound fingerboard, and kind of a cool tiny diamond inlay. Okay, we're gonna play a little bit on this. The neck profile is pretty thin this way and pretty thin this way. It doesn't feel like an Ibanez. Those are normally a little bit like thinner and flatter. This is pretty thin and feels consistent. It doesn't really widen up here, but it fills up the hand pretty nice. It's kind of like a Charvel or a Schecter, but it just feels a little bit skinnier than that. Weight is really, really nice and skinny. Got cool contours here for the belly and for the forearm cut, so it sits really, really nice. Feels a lot, pretty close to an SG. A little bit body heavier than an SG, but that's kind of like an overall weight comparison. And kind of the same feel as far as where it sits on you, because you've got a lot of neck that's kind of jetting out over here, but a lot of access all the way up to the pickup, right? So kind of cool. Now, one of the other big benefits to this is it has a million different tone options. So we've got the 2 humbuckers here, but we also have some saddle piezo contacts here and a lot of control for it. So you've got your normal Les Paul switch, neck, combo, and then bridge. But then you have a volume for the electric side, volume for the piezo side, and then a tone control. Then on top of that, these two both split so that you can split these 2 coils independently, which is kind of nice. You know, a lot of the time I wire mine up to have just them both split on one, but I'm sure there's situations where you'd want to do that. So lots of cool options. And then you have this final one here. This is going to be electric only. electric and piezo, and then only piezo. So let's take a listen and see what we can make with it. Okay, this is going to be the neck pickup on my Kemper on the Hey Jim setting. That's kind of a Fender tone with a little bit of distortion up front. Nope. Okay, this is going to be the neck pickup. Okay, this is going to be the neck pickup through my Kemper on the Fender setting, which is called Hey Jim, with a little bit of tube screamer up front. Middle pickup, gonna try to play something low, high, and then some chords. Bridge pickup. Okay, we're gonna do all that as single coils. So pull these up, hear a little bit more noise, but let's see what it does. Cool. Okay, this is gonna be push-pull on middle position. Okay, finally bridge. Okay, this is going to be the first one with the piezo by itself. And I'm doing the piezo through the crazy distortion, but I'll turn that off in a second too. Okay, so I found one thing I don't like. There's a lot of microphonics here. So really, they should put some kind of mute here so that it's really clean. Listen to all that. Okay, so I quickly put some kind of like foam weather stripping around here, and that kind of cuts down all that. So this is what it sounds like with everything bypassed straight into the amp. Totally sounds like an Ovation or something with a heavy piezo contact pickup. Very usable if you had some kind of a Fishman preamp or something. Okay, so now that we have that solved, let's go back to the amp and let's do some in-between settings. Okay, so just by itself, this is just the piezo contact, but with all of our amp stuff, so you can hear that, just in case you want. It's usable, there's not a lot of feedback or anything. Just enhances the string sound, I think, a lot. If we go into this middle position, this is going to be the neck plus the piezo. It's very nice. There's a lot of clarity that you get back. And with this extra knob, you can kind of dial it in exactly where you like it. So that's kind of cool. Let's go down to middle position with the piezo. Very similar. I think probably the piezo might be overpowering the other parts. I feel like you get some extra squawk out of it, which is kind of cool. So lots of tone options, nothing high gain for this one, just so we can keep it nice and even between all the guitars. So love this guitar. Playability is awesome. Lots of cool technology. I write down in the comments if you have one of these or if you're a dealer. We didn't get this from the dealer. This is a second-hand one. So maybe it's missing some kind of felt piece here and that's causing it to be microphonic. But definitely going to solve that before you play it through some huge amp. But such a cool guitar. Love it. La Voce. So yeah, hit me up down in the comments. Let me know what other guitars and if you've heard any crazy brands that you want me to review. I'm just kind of doing quick reviews where I grab them off the wall and just tell you what I see right off the bat. So I'm not doing 2 weeks research on these because I'm not getting paid for this. So I'm just trying to help out some people if they want some honest reviews from people that are not getting sent stuff for free or getting paid to do any kind of endorsement. So thank you for watching. Hit subscribe if you get a chance and let me know what I should do more reviews of. We'll see you soon. Thanks.